foundation do you use? What foundation do you like? Everybody wants to know what foundation everybody's using. What's going on, Rockstars? It is your girl, the leader of the Rockstars. Welcome back to the channel. Before we get any further into this video, make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. I don't get why you're here and you're not a rock star yet. It's 2021. You should be a rock star by now, all right? So we are going to get into this video. This is an update. I've joined a lot more different Facebook groups in the last few weeks, and I keep seeing this question in the makeup groups get posted. What foundation do you use? What foundation do you like? Everybody wants to know what foundation everybody's using, whether it be for your dry skin, your oily skin, your combo skin. Well, you guys know I have a ton of stuff on my dresser, so I'm gonna give you guys an update. This was the first video right here, and that video was more of what I had, what I liked, and what I hated. I'm just going to tell you guys now what I use currently just for my videos or when I go out, and what I'm feeling as opposed to what I am downright hating. I think for the most part I've gotten rid of the foundations that I hate. So probably 90% of what's on my dresser is what I use in my videos or when I go out. So we're going to, what should we, okay, you know, about that, the lights and mirrors decided they wanted to fall in the midst of this. So let's get into what I am currently wearing on my face. So I brought this foundation on a whim because I was initially looking to get color matched for the dewy moisturizer Fenty foundation, and for some reason the color that I am in the matte one didn't match the hydration one, and it was really a weird color. So the girls in Sephora directed me towards NARS. So this is what I have on, and y'all, let me tell y'all how it don't even look like I got anything on my face. Number one, it went on so smooth, and this is a soft matte, so in person to me it had looked really powdery as I was putting it on, but y'all, I'm here for it. Like I said in a previous video, this might be what I wear to work from now on, because it's bomb. It is bomb.com. And I have combination skin. My T-zone gets really oily, my jawline gets really oily sometimes, but for the most part, my skin is dry, and this doesn't feel like it's caked on. It doesn't feel like a mess, and my face doesn't look like an oil slick. I don't have any setting powder on. I literally just put some setting spray on top of this. Yup. Bomb.com. Next up, it's this foundation. This is another one that I downright love. This is from an indie brand called Starstruck Cosmetics. It is black owned. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Here's a picture of me with this foundation on. It's amazing. The only thing I'm just kind of disappointed in myself with is that I haven't been wearing it as much as I should be, and I don't have any concealers for this. So as you guys know, probably 90% of my foundations I do have the corresponding concealers for. I'm just very big on, if a product comes with a concealer, a setting spray, and a setting powder, you should use the entire line in itself. Now, that's not to say that it's mandatory and it's necessary, because sometimes the concealer for a line might be trash and the foundation might be great, and vice versa. I personally have not experienced any of that so far, but I just try to keep, a consistency across the board. So if I have the foundation, I like to have the concealer, I like to have the setting powders, and I like to have the setting spray. I don't have anything for that. So kind of reason why I haven't been wearing it as much, but it is a dope foundation for if you're into supporting black owned and indie brands. That's it. All right, I believe this made a feature in my last foundation video, but it's always my go-to, the Beauty Blender foundation. Y'all, I don't know what it is about this. Like, it's like, I think we're all grown now, so we can finally admit that a lot of foundations are ridiculously overpriced, but this one, it was worth every penny. And I do have the corresponding concealers. I don't know what was going on with my skin a month or two ago when I used this, and I can't tell y'all what, like, the concealer was just acting really wonky. Like, usually I use the concealer all over. It was just bugging out. So I don't know, maybe that one was expired that I was using, but yeah, I was very let down. I do have the primer for it. I mean, I've worn that with other primers. I don't feel the primer for this particular brand did anything extraordinary for the foundation. Beats me. I don't think so. Anyway, let's keep it rolling. Next up, we have two from the same brand. So we have the Born This Way foundations. So this one is the undetectable medium to full coverage, and this one is the mattifying 24-hour one. I'm in the color Chestnut for both of these. I mean, Born This Way is dope. I mean, I got into it because I saw Jackie Aina was, you know, this was part of her creation with them. It's cool, but it's like you gotta be kind of careful. Like, you really, like, that's something you can't buy on a whim. You have to go into the store to get color matched for that. And thankfully, unlike Fenty, really, I feel with this one, your colors match across formulas. So like I said, with the Fenty matte and Fenty hydrating, I'm I think 430 or 440 in those, and it didn't match for me. But this one, the chestnuts, both matched for me. I mean, we can swatch this one. So this is the regular one. Just gonna do one pump, and then that's what it looks like, not blended out. And then here's the 24-hour mattifying one, and literally it's the same color. So I might have put too thick. Yeah, that was a big drop. That was a huge drop that I didn't need to do, but it's literally the same color, which, I mean, why not? But it's the same color, which we appreciate. Which one do I prefer out of them? Again, y'all know I love me a mattifying foundation, but I mean, to me, they wear the same. Like, I'm not one of those people, I don't sleep in my makeup. Those of you who do, you are living very dangerously. Like, I don't care how messed up I come in from an event, how tired I am, I will always take my foundation off. So yeah, y'all live dangerously if you sleep in your foundation. But I'm assuming because it is 24 hours, you can, I guess, if you must fall asleep in your foundation, you can. I don't advise it though, so don't do it. All right, next up, another favorite of mine's, the Beauty Bakery Instabake foundation, the Aqua Glass foundation. I told you, my only complaint with this is how liquidy it is, but this goes on so smooth and it blends effortlessly. Like, the concealers are phenomenal as well. I'll probably do a concealer up. I feel like I should just do an update on everything that I've done so far, so I'll probably do a concealer update in the midst of this as well. But this, and I love how this, they kind of do the same thing Fenty does, where the darker of the foundations are like 1, 2, 3, etc. So your darkest is number 1, and then it gradually gets lighter. What color am I? I'm 311 warm. And I feel like that, you know, that throws people off when a foundation says it's warm, neutral, or cool. If you are a neutral, you can probably wear a warm or a cool. I noticed I can wear a cooler toned foundation in the winter, like, you know, when it's less sunlight and the sun decides it wants to go down at 4 o'clock. But during the summer, I do have to wear a warmer foundation just because, you know, I'm getting a lot more color and it's a lot more pigment. So next up, y'all know one of my favorites, It Cosmetics. They have never steered me wrong. So they have a new foundation out as well. So this one, of course, is my absolute favorite, and it is my go-to. This is the Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream. Now, I think this might, either this or my Beauty Blender one might be the most expensive one on my dresser. But this, you only need like probably four dots, and it'll blend out and cover your depression, your anxiety, everything you can think of. It will cover. The newest one that they have, this is Your Skin But Better. So apparently this is supposed to improve your skin. I wouldn't say jump on that wave just like that. Again, we know better skin starts within, so that's your diet, your hormones, if you're drinking enough water. Sidebar, y'all gotta start drinking liquid chlorophyll. It's amazing. But what I like is that this isn't heavy. Like, you know how like some foundations, they say it helps with your skin, but they're like freakishly heavy because they're full of stuff. This one is not so heavy. This is actually a pretty light one. And again, you just need a little bit, and a little will go a long way with this. I think we are near the end of the line. So my last one, we are at the end of the line. Now, y'all know my love-hate relationship with Juvia's Place. Y'all know it. I don't know how many videos I gotta make about this love-hate relationship I have with this company, but I will give credit where it is due. If a product works, it works. I love their foundation stick. So this is the only foundation stick that I own. I'm in the colors, I have to combine colors because I couldn't find like an exact match. So I wear Nambia and Cameroon. And oh my god, for like a foundation stick, you like, I know a lot of people think foundation sticks, they think drag queens, they think cakey, they think heavy. It will only, that foundation will only be cakey and heavy if you lather it on. I do not lather that on. I'll do one swipe, one swipe, one swipe, and then blend out. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, I know Juvia's Place customer service sucks, but guys, if you can get this from Ulta, just go to Ulta and get it. Check your local Ulta and just get it from there if you don't want to waste the time with the Juvia's Place website. But y'all, this foundation stick, it's worth every single penny. Every single penny. Get it. So now in the I want to say everything that I've shown you except the It Cosmetics, Your Skin But Better, and the original Born This Way. I mean, the original Born This Way might be a little mattifying too. That is the only one that I have that is not a mattifying foundation. Everything else is mattifying. Now, I know a lot of you are concerned about dry skin, so you want something that's going to really hydrate. I would go with the It Cosmetics and then maybe the Juvia's Place foundation sticks. If you have oily skin, mattifying foundations I feel will help. It's just you have to set it properly, and a lot of you aren't setting your foundations the proper way. So a tip that I learned from Jackie Aina, I didn't do it today because I had to do a review on this NARS foundation. Set your primer, prime your face, and then set it with powder. and that should stop you from looking like an oil slick. I promise y'all, I've done it. It has helped with my T-zones being super duper shiny and oily. Set your primer with a foundation and then put your foundation on top of it. Set your foundation again. I know you're going to think you're going to look cakey, you're going to look crazy. I promise you, you won't. I wouldn't suggest it if I felt I looked cakey when I've done this in several videos. You will not look cakey, I promise you. You don't have to spend a ton on a good primer. I told y'all my favorite drugstore primer is the Maybelline Baby Skin. You can't go wrong with that. So just have a good, decent primer and just set it, and you shouldn't look like an oil slick. And then for those of you who have the opposite problem, that you find your skin is too dry, maybe a mattifying foundation is not for you, or you can use a hydrating primer. Now, again, I can't really do a full out video on primers because I stick to maybe 1 or 2 primers. Do I have several primers? Yes, I do have Tatcha, I have e.l.f., I have the Beauty Bakery primer, I have the Maybelline primer, I have the Beauty Blender primer. I really just use my Maybelline one. Like, I don't even know, what did I use? I don't even know what I used for this video. Honestly, I probably didn't even put a primer on for this video because I wanted to see what the NARS looked like. And I'm going to instantly regret it because my skin does not do well when I just put straight foundation on it. So stay tuned for that reaction to see how my skin looks in 2 weeks, right? But other than that, guys, you got to just kind of play around with stuff and you'll figure something out. But those are my favorite primers, and if you're willing to give them a shot, I think you should. So thank you guys as always for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.